Hello traders, you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel, and in this video we're just going to be breaking down how to make money trading gold using price action chart analysis. Now this method strips away unnecessary indicators and focuses purely on reading the market's movements to identify high probability trade setups. Okay, now you need to understand that price action chart analysis is all about studying how price moves over time. Okay, for gold, which is known for its volatility and large swings, this means you are looking at raw candlestick patterns. You're looking at support and resistance zones. You're looking at market structure, basically. So we don't just react to price, we interpret its story. Where has gold been moving? Is it trending upward? Is it trending downward? Is it ranging sideways? These are questions you ought to ask yourself. And the answers are going to be based on what you see happening on the chart. All right. So the first step is to identify the bigger picture trend, often by looking at the daily chart or the 4-hour chart. All right. So you can either start your analysis from the daily, or you can as well start your analysis from the 4-hour chart. Once you have identified the prevailing trend in the market on that 1-hour chart, the next step is to mark your key support and resistance zones. Now, in this particular situation, we can see that we have an important resistance zone around here, right? You can see that this area rejected price, you can see about 3 times now, right? So this is an important resistance zone. And then you will notice that we have another important zone around here, but in this case, this is going to be a support zone. So you can see we had an important support zone around here where price was rejected 3 times now, right? Okay, if we want to make this more, streamlined, it means that this did not get to it, okay? But if we want to increase or expand the zone, then it means that, price also got rejected around the zone. Remember that it's a zone, it's not a particular price point, okay? So basically the price is ranging, currently gold has been ranging, within this zone like this. It's been ranging within this zone. So you need to identify your resistance zones, identify your support zones. Support is where price tends to bounce upward, and resistance is where price struggles to break higher. Price is finding it difficult to break above here. Price is finding it difficult to fall below here. Now for gold, these levels often align with previous swing highs and lows. Psychological price numbers like maybe 3,000, maybe 3,500, maybe 3,200, 3,300, and all of that. Okay, so psychological, numbers, round numbers usually can serve as support and resistance zones sometimes. Okay, and also areas where large moves have started in the past. So drawing these levels gives you a trading map to follow. After your levels are marked, you have to wait for price action to give you a signal. This could be a bullish engulfing candle around the support zone. Once price has tested your support zone, if you want to prevent your chart from being too clustered, you can just draw the zones that are close to where the current price is. As you can see, there is no need for me to come and start drawing a zone here or drawing a zone here, because price is far away from here. So in order to prevent your chart from just looking so clustered, you can just only draw the zones that are around the area where price is currently. Then once price has moved ahead, for future purposes, you might not necessarily need to clean off those zones again, okay, unless if necessary. All right, so now once price has tested your support, you have to look out for bullish candlestick patterns. It might be a bullish engulfing, it might be a pin bar, any other bullish candlestick pattern that you would use as a confirmation before entering a buy trade. Okay, then in a down in a downward scenario, for a bearish trade, you have to watch for price to rally to your resistance and then print a bearish candlestick pattern. It could be a bearish engulfing, could be an evening star, or any other bearish candlestick pattern before you jump into a sell trade. Now, um one of the most effective ways to increase your accuracy is to confirm your trade idea across multiple time frames. For example, if you were starting your analysis on the daily time frame, if you were starting it on a daily time frame, and then maybe the daily time frame shows a ranging market like what we can see happening right now, then you can zoom in to the 4 hour. Okay, on the 4 hour we can see that we are still having a wide range. Now, if you want to be more okay, if you want to be more short-term trading in nature, if you want to be more of a short-term trader, then you can still look at trends within this overall range, because you can still find good opportunities. For example, the trend was bearish at this point, and because this is a 4 hour time frame, so you can still find trends within the range. On the daily time frame it is ranging, but on the 4 hour time frame you can, if you want to be trading in the short term, right, you can still find some trends. Okay, but if you want to trade in the long term, because for example, from this point you can see here was 25th July, here was about 31st July, so it's lasted for some days. So for the fact that it lasted for some days, it means that it could be taken as a trend, right? So after checking your daily time frame, if you are looking for high probability setups, you make sure that whatever trend that is on the daily time frame should be a similar trend on the 4 hour time frame. Then from the 4 hour time frame you can zoom into maybe the 1 hour time frame to find a precise entry pattern. So on the 4 hour right now, you can see that we are currently experiencing a bearish move, all right, a bearish trend. So on the 1 hour time frame, we should be looking for opportunities to enter a sell trade. Okay, so this top-down approach helps you align with the bigger picture while still finding precise entry points. So in this case now, we can see that price was initially in a bullish trend here, but then this trend line was broken, which is in support, which is in support of the 4 hour trend that we saw. So in this case now, either we are waiting for price to perhaps get rejected around a resistance zone. Is that we're waiting for price to get rejected around the resistance zone, or maybe to form a swing high and starts coming down and all of that. But we just have to make sure we get a confirmation before we jump into the sell trade. So once you are in the trade, always define your stop loss and take profit levels based on the nearest market structure points. Gold can move quickly, so risk control is essential. Stick to your plan, don't chase moves, and wait for the market to give you clear signals. If you found this guide helpful, click the like button and subscribe for more professional trading tutorials on gold and other markets. Thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy trading.